Welcome in everybody to Fantasy Pros. This is the Q&A
You
live
and
trade
me.
stream. Q and us, Q and we live stream right here on Fantasy Pros. It's me, Joey P. That of course is Andrew Erickson, and more importantly, Andrew, it's our producer Seth, who, by the way, is getting quite a following here on the live streams right now. So how does that make you feel? Do you feel like all of a sudden like we're kind of second banana to the producer here on the show?
I mean, guys, don't be surprised if it's Joey P and Seth up here next week, and I'll
Yeah,
be
just
behind the
replace you.
scenes. So
Yeah, I'd like to see you. I'd like to see you try to do Seth's job once in a while, manage all these super chats, doing all these things that he's doing. And of course, if you've got questions, we've got answers. Drop them here in the chat. Getting off to a rip-roaring start here. I blew the intro, and Seth is more popular than we are. So what could go wrong the rest of the show? We got super chats again. We're going to do these right up at the front. You go right to the front of the queue if you have the super chats. At some point, we will cut them off so that we don't make you waste any money, because we can't guarantee we can get to all of them in an hour. But we can guarantee you that somebody's going to win this, the latest giveaway from TrophySmack. The championship belt, the fantasy champion belt, is out for grabs right now. How do you win it? Well, you subscribe to the channel, you like this video, you drop your comments below, and you ring the bell till it goes ding for notifications so you can win the TrophySmack Fantasy League Champion Belt. Again, courtesy of TrophySmack, the #1 destination for all things fantasy football, trophy, belt, rings, loser awards. I think they winterize your sprinklers too, Erickson. They do a little everything over at TrophySmack, right?
yes, the MVP of the trophies for your fantasy leagues.
There you go. There you go. All right, let's kick things off with Michael's question. Hey, y'all. Howdy. Trade away George Pickens for Stephon Diggs, or is that not enough? If so, who else could I get for him? Also, can I see if I can trade away Ricky Pearsall? Pearsall's tough to trade right now because of the injuries and what's been going on with him. But let's talk about Pickens' role with CeeDee Lamb seemingly returning this week. It seems like we're going in that direction. It's a very important in-division game here for the Cowboys. I do believe he will play. But is now the time to sell Pickens because of that? Because these last couple weeks without him, clearly he has gotten more target share. Or do you think, hey, Pickens is playing him for a contract, you let him keep just doing what he's doing, and Dak Prescott's throwing the ball all over the place? So do you want to move Pickens for Diggs? Who do you want rest of season?
I feel like I kind of want a little more back. I like the idea of selling high on Pickens, going for someone like Diggs. These are two guys I talked about in the trade show, selling Pickens, Diggs. I feel like you can get something else added to the deal, whether it's an extra running back that they might have. I think they're getting some more running back depth. And also, I would keep Ricky Pearsall.
Yeah, I would too.
49ers situation. I mean, Juwan Jennings reminds me a lot of the Michael Pittman thing last year, where he's out there, but he's not really out there because he's playing. And
Ooh,
yeah,
he's
right?
a spooky ghost in
Not really out
October.
there, so.
Yeah, kind of. All right, let's go to Joe Fiore's question here. Allen on a bye. Darnold, Fields, Rodgers, Tua, or Penix. So you got Rodgers Thursday Night Football against the Bengals. Not a terrible matchup. Darnold's been very consistent. And Justin Fields without Garrett Wilson, but a really good matchup here against the Carolina Panthers. So who do you want here? Or you want Tua or Penix maybe even?
I like Penix. Like, that's kind of my answer to this question. I think the thing with Fields, why is it such a good matchup? The Panthers have given up 50 rushing yards total the last 2 weeks. 50 to two different teams, like in total. So is Fields going to be running around like crazy against the Panthers? Like, I don't know.
He better.
I don't know how great the matchup is, really.
Okay. Let's go to Modern Bro Fair. Great Broholio Gaming. Hey, y'all. Howdy. Half PPR. Trade Genty, Skattebo, BTJ, Goddard. Get CMC and Tet. Have Bucky, White, Dowdle, Waddle, Pickens. That's the rest of the roster. And B-Rob on the waiver for the handcuffs. So trade Genty, Skattebo, and BTJ and Goddard to get CMC and Tet. So this is a big cash-in deal to get CMC. Once you have it, then you've still got Bucky and Dowdle as depth here. You got Dowdle for at least another week, probably, being the main guy. Oh, who knows? Maybe he doesn't give that job back at all. Do you like what's remaining here with Waddle, Pickens, and QJ? Is that enough?
Man.
I like it. You know, it's tough because CMC hasn't gotten, he hasn't been great with the rushing side of things, but he's still catching the ball, and it's only a half PPR, but still, I think it's all right. And you're getting Tet back in this deal. I don't love Tet this week, but long term, I still like him.
I don't like it, to be honest.
Okay.
I don't want to be trading for CMC necessarily. And we know the injury track record, of course. And we talked about Pickens' target share. Well, what about CMC's target share when Kittle comes back, when the receivers come back? Like, that matters too. So if his receiving goes down even a little bit, I mean, the rushing has been bad for McCaffrey. Like, he has not been efficient. He's not breaking tackles nearly as he used to.
Well, devil's advocate, when everybody comes back healthy, does that free up all of a sudden where now defenses can't just say, okay, we can't let Christian McCaffrey beat us up front, and all of a sudden it makes his life a little easier? If he can score
more touchdowns, then yeah. So I guess it's a really a net negative, net positive, however the way you phrase it. So
I don't know which one.
Either way, I don't know.
It's a net.
I like holding on to Genty.
All right, I'll cash in for CMC there because I think you can do it. We get Tep back in that deal. Vinny got offered a trade here. Trade Bucky and get Jaden Daniels and Travis Etienne. I don't have a problem with this. Let's look at the roster here.
Quarterback.
Nixon Fields. So going to Jaden Daniels from Nixon Fields.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah, especially this week. What's the total of that game? 55.5 now? What is it? Where are we at with the...
It's going to not be as highly scoring as the one at Ford Field.
It's 54.5 right now. That's where we are for that Dallas Cowboy game. All right, let's go to Chris's Crispy Bacon here. His question. Hey, bros. 2 quarterback league. Someone dropped Dart. Why? My QBs are Jones, Stroud, and Darnold. Should I drop Stroud for Dart? No, but you should pick up Dart anyway and trade somebody else because he should not be out there in a 2 QB league. That's insane. Don't you think?
Yeah, I wonder if there's like some type of roster restriction where you can only have so many quarterbacks. Like maybe that's the reason why he's
maybe
clearly like he would just drop a different player if he could just pick up a quarterback.
If that's the case, I'm not dropping any of those QBs for Dart.
I would drop Stroud. Sorry.
I can't do this. Plus Stroud's already had his bye, so I don't want to do that.
Yeah, but I mean, what
I don't.
Is he
you can do it. This is his free country, man. It's okay, bro.
I mean,
we could be on different ends of the spectrum, bro. We don't have to agree. That's fine, bro. Dinesh Silva lost waiver bid to get Kendrick Bourne for Godwin. So Shepard, Tez Johnson, Butte, Douglas, McCaffrey, Juju, Thornton still available. I don't want any of the. I don't want Juju. That's for sure. Who to pick up? Drop any of those guys for Godwin? Would you drop Butte for Godwin?
Yeah,
I think Godwin's gonna have a lost season. I got that bad feeling.
I mean, he's a 31-year-old receiver coming off a season-ending injury, and he has a fibula injury. So yeah,
and a contract extension.
Dude, they were selling BS from the beginning. They're like, "Oh no, we're not drafting Egbuka because he's not injured. Has nothing to do with Chris Godwin's injury. Godwin doesn't play for like the first month and a half of the season." It's like, oh, okay, sure, yeah, just bonkers. Chris Godwin just really didn't want to play for the Patriots, which looking like a big L Godwin. You could have come by, could have been catching touchdowns for Drake May.
Hey, maybe it's a big win for the Patriots now.
Maybe, so, yeah. No.
I think for Butte, that's the only guy that I would do that move for.
Yeah, either that or I like Tez Johnson this week too.
I like Tez this week too, but that's like a 1 week thing.
Yeah. Also, if Evans plays, it's not as so.
But even if Evans plays, I think Tez does something different than Mike Evans does. Like, you know what I mean? I think he's that take the top off the defense, speedy guy that can go deep and stuff.
Butte,
and I think in this game you'll need that.
Alex
Guerrero. I have Gibbs, Bijan, Skattebo, Bill. Okay, it's a good team. Should I move a premium like Gibbs or Gibbs Warren to upgrade it receiver? You have Gibbs and Bijan and Skattebo. I'm not moving any of those guys. Now, here's the thing. You don't need Skattebo and Bill. I think what you do here is you move Skattebo or Bill because you're never like Gibbs and Bijan are always playing. Skattebo's got a tough matchup this week against Denver. Don't love that. Bill seems to be the guy now in Washington for sure. I think Skattebo is the guy that has the most trade value right now. It's at its peak. It's at its buzz. I would put him and Worthy together to move up for a wide receiver with this group. What would you do?
I would put Worthy and Waller together. Find someone that needs a tight end. Find the Brock Bowers manager. Trade them for a receiver. A better receiver than Worthy.
All right. Brian Lafort. Other Swift. Offers Swift for Rushy Rice and a half PPR.
Yep.
Okay. And then Judkins or Skattebo for Rice. I'd rather do the Swift deal.
I would do. Yeah, the Swift deal is the one that you want.
All right, let's say that gets rejected.
If it doesn't work, which I feel like that they're leaning towards, it's not going to work. Man, I probably want Skattebo rest of the season. More game script proof. I would. So yeah, probably Judkins then for Rice.
The Swift for Addison or Hunter, I don't do either of those deals.
No.
And then Judkins or Skattebo for AJ Brown.
You shouldn't be trading for AJ Brown. Sorry. Like I love AJ Brown. Like I feel like I'm usually like the high person on AJ Brown, and even I'm like this is bad.
All right. Okay, let's go to Jake's question here. Hey, y'all. 3 trade proposals for you in a shallow bench. Waddle for JCM.
If you need running back, it's fine. Yeah, it's good.
Pickens for Skattebo.
Yeah.
It's fair. Waddle for KW3. I'm sorry, Waddle and KW3 for Breece Hall and Pittman. So,
man.
Yeah, so if you need running back, that last one doesn't seem like a great idea.
Yeah, the last one I'm kind of like the most iffy on.
Because you're moving a running back, you're getting a running back.
I also think Waddle is the best piece, so you're losing the receiver. I think the Waddle for JCM trade is just. I think the first 2 trades are both better.
I agree. I concur with that. All right, let's go to Cryer here. 1-5 team got very unlucky with injuries. Joined the club. Traded Lamb, and now Irving and Egbuka are out. Do I trade Bucky, Egbuka, Henderson for Lamar, Swift, and Tet? Well, Lamar's not playing this week, so that's kind of brutal. So that's not going to help you necessarily. So Bucky's not going to help you either right now, and Egbuka isn't for at least a week. I don't hate this idea, but the question is, if you go 1-6, does it matter? Like, does this deal put you at automatic 1-6 because you're waiting a week on Lamar? I don't know.
Well, honestly, I mean,
probably gonna go 1-6 anyway.
You get Swift. Swift has a good matchup this week, so if he's like the guy that kind of moves the needle, yeah, that's what I mean.
But sauce this week.
It's not like Bucky and Egbuka are not playing, and Henderson. Well,
hey, you're 1-5. You want to shake it up? I don't think there's anything wrong with this deal.
Yeah. Also, getting Lamar, on the cheaper side of things is always a good move to make.
All right, Joe's question: get Diggs and Swift for Nico. You like that? I don't. Oh wait, no, getting them. Yes, getting Diggs and Swift for Nico, I think is fine.
I think you got if you're gonna want if you really want the good return for Nico, you gotta wait for him to have a 150-yard. Like that's gonna happen. Right. Like he's not gonna just have like these like meh games every single week. Like he's too good. So I think you have to wait to sell Nico.
All right, you might be waiting a long time for that game. I was offered Gibbs and Devonta Smith for Skattebo and Tet McMillan. That's Chris's question. Other running back is Derrick Henry, and other wide receiver is London to go along with Henderson and Pollard. So offered Gibbs and Devonta Smith for Skattebo and Tet. I take Gibbs 1,000 times over right now.
Yes,
that's a smash accept for me.
If you get the elite player, it doesn't really matter what you're giving.
Get the elite player. Skattebo's fun. He's not Gibbs. Let's not get crazy here.
Not yet.
Not yet. Someday. Dr. Pepin. Hey pros, looking to sell Rico Dowdle. Also have Woody Marks and Jordan Mason on the bench. Is Rico for Stephon Diggs a good idea? Yeah, I think so. What do you think?
I think that's a really good deal to make.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that deal.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know about the other thing there. Let's not chase the one good DeAndre Swift game. Okay.
Well, he does this, so he's a little streaky guy. He goes on a stretch where he'll suck for like 4 weeks and then be good for 4 weeks.
Let's not go crazy about DeAndre Swift. All right, here's one from Thassel. Commissioner question. Ooh. Team A offered Genty to Team B for Bill and Jennings plus $20 a fab. Team A accepted. Should I allow this trade? Yes, you should allow every single trade. No one should be vetoing trades. If you have to veto trades in your league, you're in a league with the wrong people, and you should not be playing fantasy football with them. I think Pandora's box is vetoing trades. I hate it. Everything's eye of the beholder. Is it a good trade? No. I'd rather be on the Genty side, but again, I'm not gonna veto this trade. Are you? No. I don't think it's... So there you go. There you go, Commish. Stop vetoing trades. Take it out of there. If you don't trust the people you're playing with, then why the hell you're playing with them?
True.
I don't understand.
Yeah. The minute you start vetoing trades is the minute that you need to leave that league.
Yeah, like that's just dumb. Like I don't. It's the worst because all that vetoing is other people being upset that they didn't get a trade done. Other people getting upset that someone's benefiting, and it's funny because a trade could look one-sided, and the next week some guy gets hurt, and it's totally 100%. Different. It happens all the time.
That it looks like someone was a clean sweep.
Oh yeah, all the time.
And then the next week, totally
out for the year. Out for the year, especially this year. Churros up next. I have QB, Jaden Daniels, and May. RBs. You got Woody, Knight, CMC, Charbonnet. Okay. Should I accept or aim for a better deal? The deal here got offered Jaylen Warren for Pittman. I'm not a Jaylen Warren guy. I want to keep Pittman.
You got to hold your running backs right now. You're not that strong at running back anyway. You have CMC, and then it's kind of a bunch of question marks. Warren could be your next best guy. So,
All right. Next up here is M. Johnson Jr. 10-team pool PPR. My team is May, Breece, Nico. Would you trade Nico, Debo, and KW3 for Puka and Kelsey? Now, Puka is the best player in this deal, but he is hurt. So a lot of this has to do with record because you're not going to have Puka at least for this week. And I'm trying to remember what their schedule is. They have a bye next week?
Yeah, they have a bye. So he's not coming back till week 9 at least.
2 weeks. You got to look at that roster and look at that record. To me, that like if you're a 2-win team, you can't do this deal.
Agreed. Yeah.
So if you can, if you're a 4-win team, then maybe. All right. Team A is 2-4 and just sent $40 fab for Dart, and B has Bill and Jennings plus a 20. I mean, again, it's like, no, I don't care what it is. No. And if you think people are colluding, take them aside and say, look, you're not in the league next year. Like, just stop. Just enough. Cookie, you need better friends. Thoughts on Skattebo rest of season? Sell or hold?
Hold.
I'm holding, but if somebody's going to overpay, like we just saw an offer there of somebody putting a Gibbs deal out there, yeah. Like if somebody's going to overpay, that's
somebody
fine.
asked me, I think in Discord, they got CMC for Skattebo.
I mean,
like,
yeah,
in that situation, it's like, yeah, like you got to cash out, but it's probably a hold for the most part.
All right. We are very popular today, so we're going to cut off the super chats. It's 17 minutes right now. Super chats, a cut right now. So please don't drop any more. We cannot guarantee that we will be able to get to them. So officially 317, all the super chats before that, we guarantee we will get to them. The rest of you, you're out of luck. You can't worry about that. Next up here, we have Justin. Hey guys, was offered JSN and Cook for CMC and Tet. Is this the kind of trade to dump off CMC? I don't hate this. If you're worried about CMC, it's not bad.
This is the best trade I think I've ever seen. I love this trade. JSN and Cook for CMC, and this is, oh my god, this is everyone. Well,
Cook is on a bye this week, so you're not going to go to play him this week.
I don't care. Everyone that has CMC should make this type of deal.
This exact deal.
This exact deal. I mean, CMC or JSN rest of the season. Who do you want? I want JSN.
I want JSN too.
Okay, cool.
I think there's an enormous fear of CMC, as there should be. You know, Coke, butter, cheese. I've got Hampton, Bucky, Scat, Hall, Rice, Tet, Evans, and Ricky P. And Tet. Oh, sorry, trading Bucky and Tet for Drake London, then moving Smith for Pacheco. I don't know if I love getting Pacheco.
Why?
Like, I don't know, because he doesn't score touchdowns, and that run game is the run game exists. It's like when you go to like a nice place for dinner or like like a fancy Thanksgiving and they have those charger plates. Like they're there, but you don't eat off the charger plate. They look nice. They're there because it's like you just accept that the charger plate's there. But then the actual plate you eat off is the actual plate you eat off, which is Patrick Mahomes throwing the football. Isaiah Pacheco is the charger plate at the table. That's all he is. He's there for show, and that's it.
The last couple of weeks, I think he's going to get going. I like this deal. I like getting London number one, and then
the London deal I'm fine with. It's the second part that I'm not like. I don't love Smith either. So
if you need, if you need a running back, I mean Pacheco is the lead back for the Chiefs. He played 77% of the snaps last week. He's facing the Raiders, and they're 10.5-point favorites at home. Like this is a great spot for Pacheco, and if you need a running back, I think giving up Smith is a good angle to take.
DCH, need a running back with Hampton out, have Bijan. Wide receivers are London, Rome, Pickens. Good group there. Trade Tet or Pickens for Derrick Henry. Interesting. Well, Tet's not a good guy to play this week. So if you're looking around, like I want Pickens if I can this week. I'm fighting for every week win I can get right now because it's so gross out there. I like buying Henry. I would rather do Tet for Henry if I could.
I would do either. Whichever one gets it done.
Pickens plays with Dak, so I still want to keep him if I can. Chris is up next. Vidal for Olave, straight up. And love the channel. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate that, man.
Hampton on IR. Unfortunately, still have Chase Brown and Saquon. See, if you're hurting out, I don't know. I would start Vidal. Hampton,
I'm not getting rid of Vidal.
Yeah, because aren't you going to start Vidal over Chase Brown this week anyway? Right?
You should.
So, yeah, I think you just got to keep Vidal. I mean, Olave, like, the thing with him is the dude is going to put up 100 yards every once in a while. He'll score a touchdown, but he'll never do it in the same game. Ever.
Here's a question for you. I was pondering this, and I want to ask you this. Buffalo Bills need to do something because this offense does not have enough help.
Trade for somebody.
Does Chris Olave help the Buffalo Bills?
I think in theory, any receiver that's objectively good probably
Does Calvin Ridley help the Buffalo Bills?
Not if he's injured. So Ridley seems more like an Amari Cooper type of like deal again.
agree.
Where
I
that
agree.
doesn't work.
But
Olave
I'm
is
thinking of the
different.
guys that are going to be available out there. Olave is interesting to me
I
if
guess.
I'm the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, and I don't think I think that he probably meshes pretty well with who they already have there, with Coleman as the outside clasher, Shakir is the underneath yards after the catch, and then Olave is the separator, right?
Yeah.
He fills in the Josh Palmer role after Palmer got hurt. So yeah, no, I think
they don't
that
have a
is
separator. That's for damn sure.
It was Josh Palmer, then he got hurt.
Yeah, the only thing he separates is his shoulder.
Wow!
That's,
don't. He got banged up. I love Josh Palmer. He was going to have a
always loved
breakout
Josh Palmer.
game. He was going to break out.
If I could have I would love to have a montage of all the ifs from Andrew Erickson about Josh Palmer over the years. Oh,
I have more ifs about Chris Herndon. So
gross. All right, Kevin's up next. 10-team full PPR. Here's the question: do I trade Puka and Kittle for London and Bowers? This is the question here. Puka and Kittle get London and Bowers. You know what? I mean, if you have a good streaming tight end here that you could, obviously you do because you have Kittle, so you're playing somebody else at tight end right now. So the other tight end was Fannin. You can play Fannin this week. Yeah, I mean, I want London right now. He's passed us by, coming off a great week. Puka's hurt. He's not playing this week. He's not playing next week. I want W's. What do you say?
I think I co-sign on that. I look at that list and I see 3 league winners, and the one that's not is Kittle. I don't think.
There you go. Winner. Full PPR. You know, I offered Kittle for Rico Dowdle because I'm desperate at running back, and Debro turned me down. I'm like, how could you turn that down? I think that's a terrible idea.
He's not going to make trades unless he wins. So
I felt like I was giving him a win. He didn't see it as a win. I don't know what he's thinking about. By the way, I think he's dead last in our content league, but he's up high in the standings in flex. He is very Ricky Bobby. Debro is so Ricky Bobby when you play fantasy with him. He is first or last. It is hysterical. And
that was like the last 2 weeks in the accuracy contest. I think he was like 4th, week 5, and then he was like 120th.
And then he was 1.
It was yeah, exactly. Then he was 1. So
crazy. First or last. All right, Ryan, full PPR. Shake and bake, baby. Do you prefer trying to trade JMO for Jalen Warren, Kamara, or RJ Harvey rest of season? Kamara is the only one that I would do this deal for, I think. I mean, if you're desperate for RB, I'm fine with any of it, but like Kamara would be the guy that I'd want.
Oh man.
I just don't like Jalen Warren. Like he's not appealing to me. I think he's just so limited in his skill set. JMO for Kamara.
I still feel like Harvey has like a ceiling still with Dobbins. I don't think he's gonna play the whole season. Like
I know, but we keep waiting for it, and it's
every week someone gets hurt, now. Someone goes down.
I guess. All right, TikTok. Mike wants to send Higgins or Worthy straight up for AJ Brown, not Higgins. I don't know if I want to do it. I mean, Worthy's. I mean, theoretically, Worthy for AJ Brown is like.
I would send either guy.
I wouldn't send T Higgins.
You think T Higgins is better than AJ Brown?
I got 2 words for you. Joe Flacco. Let's go. Saving the Bengals single-handedly.
I would send either guy.
Gesicki's done. He's got nobody.
Higgins is going to be just as inconsistent as AJ Brown is, and I think that his ceiling is going to be not nearly as high. So.
I thought you hated AJ Brown 2 seconds ago. You don't want AJ Brown.
Well, no, not if it's T Higgins and Xavier Worthy that I'm trading to get him.
Stefano Fazzari. Hey, how you doing? Javonte for Henry rest of season, or Henry.
I think I like Javonte
over Derrick Henry, even when he gets Lamar back.
I talked about on the show. Still. I would take Javonte over Saquon Barkley the rest of the season.
I think that's also controversial. Robbie, Scary Terry,
but you didn't say
Debo.
it was wrong, though. You didn't say it was wrong.
I didn't say it was wrong. All I'm going to say is controversial. Robbie, Scary Terry, or Debo. I got Rice also. I'm not sure what we're talking about here. Like to play?
You're playing Rice. Playing Rice.
You're playing Rice for sure. And then it's early in the week.
You got to get more injury information about the Commanders guys. If Debo's like questionable, I mean, I don't know. This is an issue with Debo, right? It's he plays first month of the season, lights out, gets banged up, nose dives.
Yeah, you ain't wrong. All right, if you need more help making trades too, don't forget we've got our trade analyzer, one of the many tools at Fantasy Pros. So download the Fantasy Pros app wherever you get your apps from and use the trade analyzer. It'll instantly evaluate trades for you, create trades for you that you never even thought were possible. But this is the way to make moves, so don't make a move without the trade analyzer. Once again, sync your leagues for free over at Fantasy Pros. Don't be a tool, use the tool. Did I mention it's free? And there you go. Trade Analyzer out there to help you make the best moves this season before those trade deadlines hit. Scary times. That's coming up pretty soon too. I feel like things are really lightning pace right now. Lightning pace. Let's go to Marquee Alley. 14-team league here. Love the show. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, Marquis. Let's talk about this deal. Got offered CD Lamb, Breece Hall, and Bill for Nico, Jalen Warren, and Michael Carter. Accept. I want CD Lamb. That's who I want. Best player in the deal. I get Bill and Breece Hall. I get 2 RBs. Smash City for me, this deal.
Smash City. I would agree. Yes, I like that deal.
And then Pacheco and Coker for Pearsall. I want Pearsall still. I'm not ready to get off that train. If he gets healthy this week, I'm back.
Yeah, I want to keep Pearsall if I can.
Would you trade Debo for Pearsall? Interesting move right now. I would too. Yep. All right, Maxim, trade Swift for JCM. What do you think? What do you think?
Yes. If you're gonna ask me to trade away Swift, you're pretty much
the answer is probably going to be yes. Swift or AJ Brown? No, I won't do that to you. Teddy Roosevelt. I just got offered JCM for Bourne, Chase, Brown.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say take that as well.
Kendrick Bourne is when Mac Jones steps back, so does Kendrick Bourne's production. Sorry.
Here we go. Sorry. Well, here he goes. Another Kendrick Bourne question from Rose Bandit. Bourne or Butte rest of season?
Butte.
Let's go. Jorge. Trade 1 RB for McLaurin. Kamara, Mason, Carter, or Brown? I think Carter. I mean, Carter would be the starting point. Mason would be second off my list, or Brown. I would try to keep Kamara if I could. That's just me.
Kamara's always going to have value.
Yeah,
every week. So,
and I still think there's a window where he could get traded anyway. I don't care what anybody.
But he doesn't want to get traded.
I don't care what he wants.
He loves the Saints. He loves the New Orleans.
I don't care what he wants. If I'm the Saints, I want draft picks. I want everything I can get.
Well, the Saints used a draft pick on Tyler Shuck. They had a draft
That's
pick.
why they need as many as they can get, because they don't know what to do when they have the ones in front of them. I got all these draft picks. I don't know what to do.
Let's go back to the Chris Olave deal.
They're like Edward Scissorhands.
We got to make that deal happen. I like
Chris Olave to Buffalo Bills. You heard it here first.
We should buy low on Olave. Buy low.
I'm just like right now. I'm trying to look at who are the teams that are out of it, who are the teams that are in it, and Buffalo needs to make a deal. They cannot go forward with what they have. I don't want to say the Bills are broken because I think that's a little hyperbolic, but the Bills have problems. And I think the Bills are also a little soft. There, I said it. I watched Hard Knocks. Everyone was out there getting ice cream. And out there.
Wait, as in everyone else was getting ice cream while you were watching Hard Knocks? Or
no, they were getting the Buffalo Bills guys out there getting ice cream.
Hard Knocks. Man, Hard Knocks has really fallen. I remember the Rex Ryan Hard Knocks days.
Yeah.
That was fun to watch.
I said this earlier in the year. Hard Knocks used to be, it was, who had a prostitute in the hotel room, who had an 8-ball of cocaine. Now they're getting ice cream sundaes and, bicycle rides. Like, sad how far we've fallen. Juan traded for Kraft, AJ Brown, and sent Bowers and QJ. I'm 1-5, but was 0-5. I needed help. I think this is good.
I mean, if you need guys that are playing this week.
Yeah. Kraft just passes by too. Let's go. I'm good with this. Good job. Awesome Dev. Full PPR. Drop Carter for RJ, Spears, Bam, Isaiah, or Davis. Or Isaiah Davis,
excuse me. For RJ Harvey. If I don't need someone to play right now, yeah.
Spears is interesting too, because I think Pollard's another trade candidate. I think a lot of teams would like Tony Pollard. He would help a lot of teams.
I don't know. Maybe.
That's the other team too. The Tennessee Titans are going to start jettisoning people. The coach is gone. It's complete teardown. Carendier, 10-team PPR. Trade Stevenson, Bowers, and Mason Taylor and Flowers for Jordan Mason or Warren or Rashad White and McBride.
Need running back depth with Bucky out. Yeah, you're trading away tight ends, Flowers, a running back, so you can get Rashad White, and then he can be the RB1 until Bucky comes back, and then you also get Trey McBride. So
yeah,
good
with that one. All right, let's go to the next question we have here is from Chick. Got offered Rushy Rice for ATN Jr. Should I do it? I also have QJ this week, and start Pickens or Jamar Chase. You start both of them this week. Just check. You got to start both of them. There's no way you're not starting both those guys this week. It's not
if Lamb is back, would you start? If you had to pick one, you'd pick Chase. right?
If I had to pick one, I'm picking Chase, but
Okay.
I still want Pickens because I don't think Lamb is full bore necessarily either. I think Lamb even makes it Pickens even in some ways more intriguing in a game with a massive total, and I don't believe the Commanders' defense at all. I want Rashi Rice over ATN, but you got to make sure you have enough RB depth to do it. But yeah,
Want him, honestly, regardless. I think ETN
I'm just in a vacuum here with this trade.
The guy you want to sell.
All right, should I trade Emeka for Dobbins and Debo? No, I want Emeka.
Chase, London, Evans, MHJ.
Because they've got, I want to say they get the Saints next week and then they're on their bye. So look, at worst, you're going to miss Egbuka probably for 3 weeks here. So that sucks. But again,
But they have Evans, so Evans could come back. You'll see. I mean, his production will be boosted if Egbuka's not playing. So I think you're okay. I don't like playing. I mean, I like Dobbins, but I don't love him rest of season. And then Debo, yeah, I don't want to be trading for Debo. So I think you got to hold.
There you go. Good point about Evans there. See, Andrew, you're not just a pretty face. I don't care what Seth says. Trade off BTJ, Kelsey, or Jefferson and Henry, or Ladd/Rico. All right.
A lot of.
Yeah, this is one of those ones, Javon, where it just makes my head hurt here. Trade off BTJ/Kelsey, or Justin Jefferson and Henry, or Ladd and Rico. I mean,
I would trade off Ladd. I mean, Ladd and Rico are the two guys that profile the most as clear sell highs because they benefited from teammate injuries, right? So
fair.
You're making me pick who I need to cash out on, quote unquote. It's Ladd and Rico.
Yeah, I mean, they've had a good 2 weeks, both of them, too. So I can get with that. All right. Ty Miller. Hey, y'all. Howdy. I'm 4-2, but looking to trade 12-team PPR. What do you think about Jordan Mason for JCM? I like it.
Love that.
Also, Dowdle and Moore for BTJ. I like that one, too.
Love that, too. Let's go.
All right, Ty. Good luck. Get it done. Julio, 10-team PPR. Flip Brees Hall and a piece for James Cook. I'm good with that, depending on what the piece is. Make that piece like Benson, because God knows when he's coming back.
Yeah.
Or make that the quote-unquote piece. I get Pearsall and Justin Jefferson for Pickens and Odunze. Now, theoretically, Jefferson's the best piece in this deal, but the quarterback situation there is dicey in Minnesota right now.
Theoretically? See, that doesn't sound like you're confident in that, but because you have that caveat, theoretically. I think he is the best player in this deal, so I would do it.
Is the quarterback situation in Minnesota not dicey?
When has it not been dicey?
Well,
he always gets it done.
It hasn't been dicey with Kirk Cousins. Everyone wants to nick. Kirk Cousins got the job done. Okay, for years and years.
Yeah, then Cousins got hurt, and Jefferson.
And Sam Darnold got the job done last year too. Sam Darnold was fine. JJ McCarthy's played one good quarter of football so far in his NFL career. Let's be honest. I got to keep it real.
How many good quarters has Wentz played? And Jefferson is still producing.
Dude, there was a time back in the day where Wentz played for the Eagles where they were pretty good. Wentz was like one of the bright young quarterbacks in the league at one point. I'm old enough to remember when people were looking at Deshaun Watson and Carson Wentz as the future of the NFL. Well, the present is 2025, and that is not the future or the present. It's not even the past.
I will take Jefferson.
All right, Andrew, I traded Tet for Judkins full PPR. Grade the trade.
I think if you need a running back and they need a receiver, I think it's an A all around.
I give it B-. In a vacuum, I still like Tet a lot. Not a hater, just just saying. Brandon, just saying. Brandon here was this? Oh my God, here we go. Dynasty in a rebuild. Let's go. Buckle up, Buttercup. Offered 2026 first rounder, 2026 third rounder for David Montgomery, Pat Bryant, and DeAndre Hopkins. Except, take all the picks for those jabronis.
Yes. The minute that I threw a first round pick and Dave Montgomery was what you're giving back.
Yes. Your boy Dev, full PPR. Do I break down CMC or JSN to improve the roster? Looking at this roster, you've got Genty, you got K9. I don't know when Hampton's coming back. You got JSN, you got Rice. I think if I'm picking one, it's CMC.
Yeah,
that's the breakdown.
You break down CMC before he breaks down you.
That's a good point. Well said. Pierre Coffey, running back room is weak. Barkley, Hampton, Bam, Hunt. Okay, what do I do? Others are Purdy, TL, McBride. So dropped Kendre for Burden. All right, look, here's what you do here in this scenario. I think Andrew's onto something. See if you could sell Barkley off to get would you take Skattebo and JCM for Barkley?
Yes.
I feel like that's a deal you could do. And then I think that gives you 2 guys you want to play every week.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what,
if
you can go up the ladder and you can get James Cook and Judkins or something like that and throw Hampton in this deal too, get rid of Hampton too. Because I don't know when and I don't know how what Hampton looks like when he comes back. So let's not link that Hampton is like impervious, like he's going to come back and everything's hunky-dory. Your season could be over by then. So I'm willing to make whatever move. Like if getting 2 better running backs or 1 better running back, like going up the scale, and then somebody else pretty good, like a strong RB2, that's fine too. Angela's question, struggling here. I have Lamb, Egbuka, Pearsall, all are hurt. Well, Lamb should be back this week, so let's not lose hope here, Angela. Dobbs, Josh Downs, Wandale Robinson, Tucker, Golden, Tez Johnson, or trade Hall for Olave. You want to trade Hall for Olave in this grouping here?
I think that they could probably use some receiver help. I know, like you said, they're getting Lamb back, but Ibuka's out. Pearsall's still kind of banged up.
Yeah.
The running backs. If you feel good about running back otherwise, I think Hall for Olave is fine.
Yeah, I mean, Wandale's been okay. Tough week again for him coming up. That defense is really good for Denver. I feel like that defense is good enough to will them to the Super Bowl if Bo Nix just doesn't screw things up. Like, that's how good I think that defense is. It's true.
I mean, they have like, I think the defensive player year of the awards, it's Nick Bonito and Patrick Surtain are both at the top.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't they be? Mike Marowitz, Chase Brown for Diggs. I want Diggs. Start Darnold or Dart? This week, Darnold. That's not even close to me. And Vidal, ATN, or Rico. I mean, how do you not start Rico?
If Chuba Hubbard's back, I'm going to start.
Bro, I don't know, man. I don't care. I don't care who's wearing a C on their chest. I don't care who got paid. Rico Dowdle was a revelation the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, he also played the Dolphins and Cowboys. Like,
it's fair.
So Chuba would have been just
so great.
Chuba would have been.
Are the world beaters.
How many yards? How many yards did the Broncos run for last week? Not much.
I mean,
the defense wasn't the reason why the Jets lost last week.
That whole game. That's the worst thing. Is like this is. I want to apologize because it was in Germany last week, right?
No, it was London still.
Was it London still? Okay. I was like, I want to apologize to everybody. Like, this is not football. Like 13-11, that's not football.
We gave the international series the Thursday night games. Just push them to
pretty much. All right, here's the next one here. Gibbs and Dobbins for, I assume, Javonte Williams, AJ Brown, and ATN. What side do you want to be on?
I don't like giving up Gibbs. That's the thing.
I like the Gibbs side, but it's a fair trade. Yeah, because all those other guys are playable. That's like classic, like I need bodies and I'm getting bodies for my premium guy kind of deal.
Yeah.
So, all right, we got about 23 supers left to go here. We will get to them, but before we do, quick shout out to the sponsor of today's show, and that is Hard Rock Bet. Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook app is top rated, probably because so many promos and so much to bet on. And Week 7 doesn't kick off till tomorrow, but on Hard Rock Bet, if you're doing some fantasy research for the week, don't forget to check out the players' odds to score on the Hard Rock Bet app. You're going to get a profit boost for Thursday night's game. If you want to parlay a few of your players to score, maybe hit the yardage total. And if you haven't tried Hard Rock Bet yet, what are you waiting for? Bet $5. You get $150 in bonus bets if that first bet hits, plus your winnings. It's a great day to download the Hard Rock Bet app. Just make your first deposit because tomorrow's Thursday, and every Thursday is a new fantasy week and a rewards drop on Hard Rock Bet. That means you get even more promos on top of that welcome offer. That's right. We talk fantasy here every week. That's our thing, and they dish out a whole lot of rewards and promos every week. That's their thing. Download the Hard Rock Bet app today and enjoy your Thursday Night Football and all your Week 7 bets. Let's go to, I think it's Hussein's question here. Had Swift, BS, Cook, Allen, and defense up like 10 and 1 by 1. Okay. If Evans starts, which I think he will, which 5 do I start? Evans, Rushy Rice, Evans in, Rice in, Nico in. Who do you want to start? Well, JT's always in. So Jonathan Taylor's always up. So that leaves us one more between Rachaad White and Swift. Rachaad White or DeAndre Swift?
Rachaad White.
Okay. Boom. It was a weird way of asking that question.
That was an interesting question.
I got us there. It was a long way around, but I got us there. All right. 10-team full PPR. Here's the question. Do I move Skattebo and Bourne for a wide receiver 1 or 2? The wide receiver room is London, Rice, Tet, Bourne. I don't know. You're just getting Rice back now. I feel like now is not the time to move Skattebo, so I say no.
Wait. They can't move Skattebo and Bourne for Rice? You don't want to do that?
They have Rice.
Oh.
I was saying they just got Rice back.
So they're just asking for a random receiver to trade. Yeah, I don't know.
No. Sometimes you just don't.
No, best trades are the ones you don't make.
Yeah, sometimes. Trade Saquon for J.K. Dobbins and Tedero McMillan.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it.
I don't know. I don't love it.
I mean, who's gonna score more points this week?
I don't disagree.
J.K. Dobbins against the Giants or Saquon against the Vikings?
Probably. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying I don't love it. Lady Raider, dropped Pacheco, Hawkinson, and Marvin Harrison, and picked up Vidal, Kittle, and Rashee Rice. With these good moves, I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah,
I like all three of these.
Checks out.
It's an 8-team league here. I don't know what's going on there. Next one here is Dart or Penix. This week, Penix. All right, let's go to Ant's question here. Hey, guys, got Puka, need upside. Should I pick up Christian Watson or Burden? Ugh.
Burden.
I mean, it's only those two guys, it's Burden.
Burden.
Well, because
up.
I have Franklin, Butte, Whittington. Do I drop any of them or hold them?
I don't think you need to keep Franklin. I mean, what are we waiting for with... I don't think Bo Nix has shown that he's going to be... I don't think that he's an elevator, right? Like, Sutton is good because Sutton is good. That works with Bo Nix, but Mims, Franklin, these guys are going to like randomly pop off and then kind of like fade. Yeah. So I don't think you need to keep Franklin.
Yeah. Thomas Sachs, PPR, BTJ, J-Mo Judkins for Chase, Worthy, Charbonnet. I want Chase. I always want Chase.
J-Mo, Judkins, Worthy, Sharb. No, I'm going to keep BTJ side.
Okay, so we're on opposite ends on that one. Waldo, look, we finally found Waldo. ATN, Pickens, and Diggs for which top 10 RB? To get all the way for... Yeah, how about Josh Jacobs for that?
I feel like you probably get more, no?
I don't think so. I'm not giving you Gibbs for this.
I mean, a lot of people like Pickens.
I think Jacobs. I think that's the level. I'm not giving you JT for it. I think it's Jacobs.
What about
random?
What about Javonte and something else?
No. I think it's Jacobs. Okay. Let's go to randoms question here. Out of Puka, Wilson, Bucky, need 2 wide receivers, 2 RBs, and a flex. So all right. So Puka's not playing. Wilson's not playing. Okay. Bucky's not playing. So here we go. Okay. So who's left here? Breece Hall is in. Javonte's in. All right, so wide receivers is Worthy. We'll play Worthy this week.
And Allen. Yeah, Worthy and Allen.
And then I want to flex
the running backs.
Or Rashad White.
What's the running backs? Both running backs.
Excuse
me, only one flex. Probably just play Rashad White.
All right. Let's do Willis's question. Trade Mason, Spears, and Nico for Lamb. Yep. Let's go. Soren. Flex. Should I start Pollard, Pearsall, Bourne, or Tez Johnson? I mean, Pollard is the points. You just kind of take it on the chin there.
Gross. I think that the 49ers say if we get Mac Jones and a bunch of more injured receivers, then you start Kendrick Bourne. But if that's not the case, then I think Pollard, because there's so many question marks with these other guys. If Pearsall is full go in practice, and it's Brock Purdy as the quarterback, I would start Pearsall over Pollard.
She's like minus 300 now for the Patriots to make the playoffs. It was plus 195 Monday morning, and then after Monday Night Football,
them to win the division, plus 200.
Let's go. SB, who can I drop? Dart, Gainwell, RJ Harvey, Marks, Godwin. I dropped Gainwell. Bye.
Okay, yeah. Bye.
Gainwell stinks.
Right, you hate everyone. So you must love Caleb Johnson because you're down on Jalen Warren. You're down on Kenneth Gainwell.
Why the hell did they draft him if they're not going to play him? Like, I get he's in the doghouse, but why are you having him return kicks? He doesn't know what that was doing out there.
He did see carries last week in the first half, so that was a positive development.
Please, whatever. Traded Jordan, Mason, Fields, and Addison for Chase Brown and Tet. Thoughts?
I think that Tetra McMillan is the best part of the deal, so I
think he did pretty good there. All right, let's go to Herm's question here. Henry and Love for Skattebo.
Concerned team manager. Fair trade? I think it's a fair trade. I think I still want Henry. You're the Henry guy, though.
You're selling Derrick Henry really low. I
mean, Skattebo is not... I don't think you're getting a bat. I mean, he's good.
It's fine, but I mean, like if you have another great quarterback and Love is just like a second guy, that's just Henry for Skattebo. And I just... Again, when Lamar comes back, everyone's gonna go, "Oh yeah, Lamar is the greatest."
So you want Henry?
I want Henry.
Okay, I think
rest
I
of
lean
season.
that.
Do you have Skattebo in your rest of season?
I do not.
Henry?
I do not.
Right. Neither do I.
Okay.
So that's the answer. Who do you guys, Walker or Dowdle?
Walker.
I'll tell you what, man. They're nuts if they go back to Chuba.
Why?
Because they're winning games. And Carolina Panthers. The Carolina Panthers should do everything they don't mess with a streak. Don't you know that?
Well, unfortunately, they don't get to play Miami or Dallas again.
Yeah, but the Jets are beatable. Come on, the Jets.
Yeah,
need to start two. Collins, Rice, Ladder, Sutton. I think we all want to start Rice, correct?
Yeah, Rice and Collins.
Okay. Next up here is Robert's question here. Trade Hampton for Swift. Yes. That's just flat out yes. I'm not waiting.
Yeah.
I mean, week 10, maybe week 10. Daniel, Scat, Dowdle, JMO for Gibbs. He's 2-4. I'm 5-1. If you can get it done, I'm good with this.
Yeah, do it.
I'm 1-5 trading Ashton Genty for Diggs, Pittman, Jr. and Dowdle. Look, you're 1-5. You got nothing to lose. So you might as well cash in and see if you can get it.
You got to get
more players, try to get some bodies, manage your buys, give it a shot. Bermel, need 3. ATN, Judkins, Vidal, Knight, Spears, Kendre Miller. And then drop Dobbs for Shaheed. Yes, do that for sure. Bauer's trade value is low. You have to wait for him to get healthy. Any Tampa Bay wide receivers? No, I'd rather have Shaheed than any of those guys. So who do you start of these 3 running backs here? I think it's the first 3.
I agree.
Okay. There you have it. All right, Daniel's another question here. JMO, Marks, Golden for BTJ. If you can do it.
Yep.
But I'm skeptical you can get it done. Evan, good day, gents. Full PPR. Waller or Fannin at tight end this week?
I like Fannin this week. I don't think Njoku's going to play, so.
I don't either. Then Quentin Johnston or Vidal on the flex?
Said Quinn Johnston. Probably just played. Chargers are playing Colts defense. Their secondary is so bad. I think I'll play Johnston.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd lean towards Vidal just for the volume. I think that's a safer play, but you're not wrong. Tez or Cam Johnson here. If I have to pick a Johnson here for Tampa, I'm picking Tez. I just like him as a player better. He's fun.
He's good. He's just small. He's just small.
He's small, but he's explosive. And again, as you said, Coors Field this weekend. HF Daniels or Monday night. Skattebo or Fabrice. What side do you want rest of season?
Man, this one is. I think I have them.
I like Skattebo more than
back here.
But Brees is another guy that should get traded.
Yeah, no, he's been floated around. All these running backs just want to stay on these bad teams. Like I don't.
Hall's a free agent at the end of the year anyway.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. I think the thing with them is if Braylon Allen didn't get hurt, I think he probably would have already been like traded, but Allen got hurt, so they don't really have. They have Isaiah Davis, so yeah.
All right, trade help for CMC. So looking at this roster, I'm trying to see where it is. So is there a trade somewhere in this mess?
I think they're just trying to come up for ideas for trading for CMC, although we kind of talked about we don't necessarily love doing that.
It looks like a super flex because you have 3 quarterbacks on this roster. So I don't love the idea of doing it. And I like this team with CD and Drake.
Yeah, Hurts, May, and Lamar.
No.
I don't.
Just no. No. There's no reason.
Just don't do it.
All you're going to do is muck up a good squad that's finally looking like it's healthy.
Yeah.
For a guy who's massively risky. Clearwater Gacy. That's scary. Diggs, Vidal, or Walker in half PPR flex?
Diggs.
All right. But are you worried about the dead coach bounce this week? You know I love the dead coach bounce with the
Titans. No, me and Peralt talked about it ad nauseum during one of the early shows. I'm probably going to stay away from the sides.
Because he's a smart guy. Peralt's a smart guy like I'm a smart guy. We all know dead coach bounce is a real thing, but I think the Titans are that bad it doesn't matter.
Well, the thing is, like, we thought about the dead cap bounce. Well, he likes the Patriots because it's there's the dead cap bounce, but
it's the Vrabel revenge
Mike Vrabel hates
it's a bad combination.
And that trumps the dead cap bounce.
I agree.
Again, you look at the dead cap bounce, it's not 100%. Like it hits at a high rate,
but it's like 75. It's a good number.
Yes, it's a good bet to make, but in this particular instance where
it's bad. Bad timing. Yeah, anybody else but Mike Vrabel coming into town.
Well, did you see like the report saying that the Titans fired him before this game because if he came in and destroyed them and then they fired him, it would have looked worse. Even though so they're almost
I knew it
letting
as soon
Mike
as I
Vrabel...
saw it happen. I was like, that's cagey. They did it before they got lost to the Patriots. Very good.
They're like admitting defeat to Mike Vrabel before he even gets a chance to defeat them.
Well, they should never have fired him. It was a stupid decision.
Agreed, but hey,
trade JCM. I'm thrilled. Trade JCM for Rome.
Would this be thin at running back? Would be thin at running. No, I don't want to be thin at running back. So
I don't either. I agree.
Keep the running back.
Tempting, but no. Mark, take KW3, Addison, Justin Fields for Lamar and Higgins. Yes, Lamar's best player in the deal. He's the needle mover.
Yeah.
Do it. Joshua's up next. With Lamb on the mend, I have to drop a wide receiver. Odunze, Diggs,
Godwin. Bye.
It sucks, but it is what it is at this point. Trade him off. Maybe somebody wants him. See if you can make a deal. So, I mean, somebody might look at Godwin. People look at, let's Chris Godwin. What if maybe he gets healthy? Whatever. People do that stuff, man. They do. Should I trade Jettas, Warren, Olave, and AJB for Gibbs, Rome, and Ridley? This is a big move here.
Gibbs.
Which Warren? You're talking about Jalen Warren or Tyler Warren? That's the problem.
It's got to be Jalen Warren. Because Tyler Warren, that's no deal. I like Gibbs. I like Rome. Ridley could be dropped potentially depending on how this hamstring injury is. So he's not really a factor.
I want Jetta.
I think I agree. I think Gibbs is the best deal or best part of the deal. I like Rome, but I don't know.
No.
I think there are pieces here to trade. I don't know if you have the right targets. Go back to the lab. Trade analyzer.
Back to the trade lab. Trade analyzer.
Check it out.
Full PPR. Trade Jefferson, Hall for Bijan and Odunze. Yeah, I want Bijan.
If someone will trade you Bijan, Jonathan Taylor, JSN, guys that are having these special seasons, take them. Trade for them.
Ken Walker, Nico Collins for Devontae Adams and Travis Etienne.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it.
Also, would you rather have Tet and Golden, or Egbuka and Tootin? Well, Tootin's really not really. Well, I just want Egbuka. I want Egbuka.
Yeah, no, I want the Buka and Tootin side, and I don't know, man. The Packers thing with Golden, as good as he looks, Christian Watson coming back kind of concerns me about what his actual ceiling can be on a week-to-week basis. So.
Christian Watson, that guy. GM redraft. Would you flip Dowdle, Addison, McLaurin, Charbonnet for Derrick Henry, Adams, and Dobbins? Of course I would.
Yeah, I would.
I would do that. I don't know if you can, but you could try. Pick 2, flex, Evans, White, Skattebo, Allen, Jamo, or Bourne. 2 flex and a wide receiver 2 out of this group. Well, if Evans is playing, I want to play Evans.
Yep. If he's not playing, so White, Skattebo are in.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, those guys. And you can go down to the wire with White and Evans because they both play on, I think it's Sunday night they're playing. So.
Vinny Randazzo. I got Sutton, Egbuka, and Nico Collins. Which wide receiver should I trade? And any recommendations for an RB? So RBs are Hunt, Hampton, and RJ Harvey, and that is not great. So now,
I would do Nico for Javonte Williams.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that. Boom, boom, done. Nico and Dowdle for Henry and QJ.
Yeah,
Nico is my 4.
Yeah. You can get Henry if you need running backs. Yeah.
Eternal Null half PPR league here. Tet, Javonte, Pearsall for Amon-Ra and Chase Brown. Well, Amon-Ra is the best player in the deal, so. Or same 3 for London and JCM. So would you have London and JCM?
I like the collective of London and JCM better than Amon-Ra and Chase Brown.
I don't think Amon-Ra and London are that far off from each other the rest of the season. So, yeah. That's that other one there. All right, good. There we go. We got through all the supers. Look at us. Worthy for Henry, half PPR.
Yes, do it.
Yeah, you definitely do that one here. Yes. Next up here, we have another one. Mason Taylor or Fannin, rest of season.
I'm going to go with Harold Fannin.
Okay. Let's see. Next question on the docket. We have KW3, Genty, Kyron, Ladd, Rice, BTJ, Tet. 1 flex. Who should I start? Who gets the call out of all these guys? Kyron over those guys. Yeah. Okay, there you go. Next one here, Debo for Kamara. Yeah, if you need RB, it's not terrible. It's fine.
I think in this landscape, that's a win with the.
I'm gonna go trade Debo everywhere I have him after the show today.
You should.
It's a good Debo conversation. I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Do you think we see the flip and Terry kind of takes back the wide receiver 1 role?
Of course, absolutely. Kevin Norris, howdy pros. Real NFL trade question. Ooh, when, if do you think Breece Hall or Pollard would be traded? It has to be the next 2 weeks because the trade deadline's week 9. Looking for my Spears and Davis investments to cash in. Well, it's only going to be 2 more weeks to find out. If I had to put my money on it, Breece would be the first guy off the island because I think the Jets already thought they could move on from him. They wanted to move on from him anyway. I think Breece is more intriguing. He's younger than Pollard. That would be my guess. But I think both could certainly get moved. What are your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I mean, we'll all find out at the same time. We
2
don't have
weeks.
any insider information, but
2 weeks.
there's enough. I think Breece, that has been a pretty steady, hey.
Yeah,
this guy
even
could
in the
get
offseason,
traded.
there were rumors of him
Pollard,
getting
it wasn't
traded.
as much. The Titans paid Pollard. Now it remains to be seen. You know, if they've changed GMs, not owners, but like coaches. There's so much going on with Tennessee Titans that, and Breece is also on a rookie contract, so I think that he's easier for a team to trade for.
Trade Mason and Tet for Rome. Full PPR. Mason and Tet for Rome.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to buy the dip on Rome. I mean, he caught a touchdown, just got called back on a penalty. So
Fair. Yeah, he does seem to be the favorite guy. I like Rome Odunze too. He's a smart kid.
He's a former top 10 pick.
Really,
He's
been
breaking
really
out.
Like him. I liked him a lot in the draft. I hated where he went, but I really liked him. And I was like, oh man, Chicago.
He's a good player.
He's a good player. Smart kid too. Real smart. Sutton or Ladd rest of season? That's close. I would go Sutton, but I think it's very close.
Sutton is so steady, whereas Ladd, it's up and down when these other receivers are healthy in this offense. So I think I will lean Sutton slightly.
All right. I'm trying to find this other question. Seth, just highlight that question for you. There we go. Cuban, hi y'all. All right. So maybe we missed one here. We'll try to get this one in. Bench is JJ Davis. I have Hurts, Chase Brown. Okay. What pieces can I trade for value, and should I? So your roster is Hurts. You got Chase Brown. That's dead weight right now. Charbonnet is dead weight. You got Walker. I hate having the whole backfield. Nico, Tet, Cade. Why am I blanking on Cade here?
Cade Otton.
What's that? Oh,
Cade
Cade
Otton.
Otton. Ugh, God. Devonta Smith benches Justin Jefferson. Well, why is JJ on the bench? He's got.
He's on a bye, so he was resting.
Well, we're moving. Yeah, but he's never on the bench. Like that's a weird way of putting it. Davis, Brashad. Look, you've got too many. Like all these guys, Bond, Monangai, Whittington. These are Brashard Smith. These guys are all speculated pieces. So Cuban, here's your problem. The problem here is you've got too many speculation pieces, not enough practice production pieces. So you've got to deal some stuff to get some things that you can play every week and feel good about. Devonta Smith is too inconsistent. Nico is a good piece to keep. Ted's a good piece to keep. Everybody else is fair game. Keep JJ. But other than that, you are trying to pile up some pieces here to get up a tier, up a tier, up a tier. That's what I'm trying to do.
I think that maybe they should trade Hurts and try a streaming quarterback and try to get an upgrade.
That's not a bad idea.
Receiver. I think that's probably that's kind of always what I look at.
I wish he was playing better. Like, you know,
I mean,
Hurts
he's
would be a good...
like not doing terrible in fantasy, but to your point, the vibes are not good.
The vibes aren't good. The fantasy production's okay.
Yeah,
but no, you're right. Hurts would also be another way too, and just stream QB. That's a smart thing to do. But it looks like a lot of injuries on that team too. All right, next up here is AP, ATN, and McConkey for Nico. Should I do the trade?
Yeah,
I think it's too much. I think it's too much. I don't want to trade away running backs if I don't have to. Rico for Ladd.
Yes.
I'm okay with that one. All right, so there you have it, everybody. So that is the trade stream today. Make sure you download the Hard Rock Bet app. All right, today, bet $5, get 150 in bonus bets when your first bet hits, plus all your winnings. And then, of course, use the Trade Analyzer, one of the many amazing tools over at FantasyPros. Download the FantasyPros app, use the tools. That way you can make sure you get all the right moves in place here for your fantasy football teams. And last but certainly not least, drop your comments, subscribe to the channel, like the stream, ring the bell, and you can win the TrophySmack Fantasy League Champion Trophy. That'll do it for us. But the story of the game goes on. For Andrew Erickson, I'm Joey P. We'll see you next time, kids. It's time to trade Debo. Let's see. Andrew, interested in Debo Samuel? We're in a couple leagues together. Maybe we can get us a deal together. What do you say, buddy?
Hard pass.
Hard pass. Oh, come on, guy.